There's a reason you're here right now, a reason your chest still feels heavy when you think about them. There's a reason that you replay moments in your mind and wonder how something that felt so real could fall apart the way it did. Losing someone you thought you'd build a life with doesn't just hurt. It shakes the ground you stand on. It makes you question every reality. It makes you question your judgment, your worth, your ability to love again. You don't just grieve the person, you grieve the entirety of the future that you predicted with them. All the routines, the dreams, the we that used to feel so certain. And it's all right to admit that. It's all right to admit that it hurts deeply, even if it's been a while. Healing is not linear, and it won't happen all at once. Love doesn't just leave the body because someone walks away. But just because you love somebody doesn't mean they were the one. Not because you weren't enough for them, but because you are becoming someone that they were never meant to stand beside in the long run. You didn't fail at love. You learned from it. And some of the biggest lessons come with the most pain. There are people who enter your life, not to stay, but to wake you up, to show you parts of yourself you were ignoring, to break patterns you would have carried forever, and to teach you what love is, and more importantly, what love is not. They showed you where you abandoned yourself to keep peace. They showed you where you held on when you should have let go. And they showed you how deeply you can feel and how much you deserve to feel in return. So this that happened to you is actually turning you into a better, stronger person. And you might not realize that until later, until a lot later. But trust right now that everything will be okay. Sometimes a connection isn't meant to be your forever. It's meant to be your turning point where you shift and grow. So the moment you stop asking, what was wrong with me? And start asking, what did this experience reveal about what I need, what I value, and who I am now? Because heartbreak isn't just a loss. It's a transformation. It strips you of illusions. It exposes deeper truths. And it forces you to truly meet yourself. Because without even realizing it, how much did you actually depend on this person when you didn't necessarily have to? Maybe it was such a strong emotional bond, but you felt like you couldn't live without them. And maybe it still feels like that now, but you'll see sooner than later, it was very healthy for you. Soon you'll stop chasing closure. You'll stop romanticizing what hurt you. You'll stop asking the world to fill the space that they left. Instead, you'll start growing in it. You'll learn self-respect where you once only knew sacrifice. You'll build boundaries instead of excuses. And you'll start trusting yourself, most importantly, no matter how long it takes. Because one day, hopefully sooner than you expect, you'll look back and the ache will feel different. It won't kill your chest like a sharp nagging pain, but it'll feel like a chapter that shaped you rather than defined you. You'll hopefully realize that maybe they weren't your soulmate. They were more of a mirror, a lesson dressed as love, a necessity, a necessary ending disguised as love, and a door you had to walk through to become the person that you're growing into. So don't rush this. Don't numb it or shape it or try to outplace it. Healing takes the time it takes. So don't confuse temporary pain with a permanent truth. Someone will meet the version of you that is emerging from this. Someone who won't just love your potential, but will love everything about you right now. Because the truth is that you are enough right now. So if it doesn't feel like it, trust that it is true. And until then, stay with yourself. Stay with the lesson. And stay with the rise that comes after the fall. Because this isn't the end of your story. It's the end of a small part that needed to teach you something to become the best version of yourself. You can't get stronger and better without events like this happening. And without them, you can finally start to choose yourself. So keep going, twin. It'll get easier.